Hello, I'm Ivan. I'm a Venezuelan to been learning languages for 4 years, and because of this, my life changed completely. Currently, I'm in a 6 months challenge to learn German and basically get as fluent as I can. But this wouldn't be possible if I were that guy. That guy was addicted to porn, video games, a lot of things, and now I'm this guy.
So, what is a mnemonic? A mnemonic is basically a technique that you use in order to memorize something faster. What do you use in this technique? Literally, you create a story in order to convey the meaning of the word that you're learning or the sentence that you're learning. So, for example, there's this word in German that I learned, and basically is beobachtet. And beobachtet means observe, right? Observing. And basically, the story that I used was veo bajo tetas, which is I see below tits in Spanish, right? And basically the story is, I don't know why so many women are observing me so weird. I'm just seeing bajo their tetas, just below their tits. Well, whatever. That's the story that I did. And in order to basically just learn that word, right? It doesn't matter if the story is bizarre, it doesn't matter if the story is weird, it doesn't matter, no. Doesn't matter because if you can just do one thing in order to learn that thing, you will do it, right? Doesn't matter that you are the protagonist of that story and you're seeing below tits of women. Yeah, whatever. So the first step is using AI, right? And when you use AI, you will get used to basically learning how to do a mnemonic and basically seeing the process that the AI does in order to do that thing. Why you just not always do it with AI? Because when you create the story, it just basically is way better in the sense that you are basically touching out of the process, in your mind, out of the process in your mind in order to basically remember that word, right? And when you basically have someone create it for you, it's just not that efficient. Right now, the thing with AI is that you can basically you can tell it all of the things that you like, all of the things that you read, watch, and the language that you know, right? And when you do that, AI will basically make you mnemonics with the things that are in your hobbies, right? In my case, anime, series, some series on Netflix that I've seen, the languages that I know, Japanese, Spanish, English, in order to learn German. I tell it that, and basically it will give you an story. For this, you can basically use this prompt, which I basically will put in the description. And basically that prompt is really good because because every 20 words, it will make a table that you can put in an Excel or in a PDF. Like if you forget the story or the mnemonic, you basically can just check that table and just basically review it there. Easy. Now the second step is basically the one in which mnemonics become efficient, which is that you will start making some mnemonics for you, but you will still use some AI too. So in here, what you do is basically you keep telling AI to make you the mnemonics, but if you come up with a story yourself, you will use that story instead, and you can basically just say the AI replace that story with this story. Easy, right? And if it comes to mind like really fast, do it, right? That's just how you do it. And it doesn't need to be forced. Like you don't have to force it. Like if you can't come up with a story for that specific word, don't really try to. It's just that it needs to be literally easy, right? So that's the second step. The third step is basically the one in which you make your stories and you stop using AI. Now in this step, literally it can take you say a week. If you do 30 to 20 words daily of mnemonics and you basically review them often, you will have already enough ideas for you to basically start doing this process daily with whatever word that you see or read, whatever, or listen to. So basically what I do is that usually I'm trying to recall some sentences, I'm trying to learn some sentences, and whenever I'm trying to learn that sentence and there's a word inside of that sentence that I don't know, I basically create a mnemonic, right? And there will be some mnemonics in which, I can't really think of a story. You can ask AI too. And basically by doing that again and again and again, you will never run out of ideas in order to basically learn that story. And something that happens too is that usually you start relating a specific sound with a specific character And this is really good because that sound, you know already that is that character, and because of it is that character, it can be this story in a specific, right? And it's way easier to remember. So I hope that you can start using mnemonics with this video, because I feel like it will make your study of languages way more efficient. Bye.